The Rolls-Royce Phantom Extended, or EWB for short. So the EWB is the extended wheelbase model and it is a little longer. The Phantom is a huge car, so it's very hard to tell them apart unless you have a really good look at it. And let's have a look at the details. So you have starlight effects in the headlights. Of course, these are all optional features. You might find it in some Phantoms, you might not find it in some Phantoms. You also get the double R logo inside. The Spirit of Ecstasy also pops out. The grille also illuminates now. So it's a very, very beautiful car. This wheel design is alright. I mean, it's okay, but it goes very well with the car. So, of course, the exterior is very, very nice. And one of the most common colors is black or white, but you can order your Rolls Royce with any color that you want. So it's almost like having an infinite uh, spectrum of color range that you can have your car in, on not only the exterior but also the interior. Now the interior, again, very, very beautifully made. I think this is one of the nicest interiors ever made. Now they didn't go full digital. They've left a lot of knobs and buttons and things that you can physically interact with, and that's of course by default. They want to keep the classic look and of course have a computer screen in it, so you can pretty much enjoy all the modern necessities of life and still get the classic look, the feel of the car. Now there are dials here, but these are not just dials, these are digital LEDs, and of course they can provide you with all kinds of information. So you have this BMW controller here, the engine and this software, everything is provided by BMW, of course. So it works in the same way as you would use it in any other BMW. Like the knob, you can rotate it, you can move it around, and you can also press on it as a button. Then you get some shortcut buttons to help you find the menu that you're looking for, and then you can see there's tons of information. In fact, even for the Spirit of Ecstasy, you get a few options. You can raise it, lower it, and control multimedia, navigation, everything from this screen. The wood that they use in this car is of course all A grade, so is the leather. In fact, the whole interior, every seat, every piece of leather that you find on inside is hand stitched, especially the steering wheel, because there's still no machine that can stitch this circular steering wheel properly without any faults. Rolls-Royce, they place every car through multiple testing phases, and they check the car for minute imperfections, and when you get a car, it is absolutely perfect. Now what you saw there was the starlight effect on the roof, and of course that is an optional extra, so it's always nice. Of course, if you go for a sunroof, maybe you might not be able to get the starlight effect on some cars. Now you have two buttons here for the doors. Those are of course for the driver side door and the passenger door, so you don't need to basically extend your arm and close the door. You can just press this button and that will close the door for you. So that's a nice feature that you have in this. It's just to make your life easier. And as for the the exterior handles, you have a button on there, and again, I'm very careful about pressing it too hard because this is a very expensive car. So you just press the button and the door automatically closes. And when you open the door, basically you can open it at any angle. It just stays open. And as this is the extended wheelbase, the wheelbase is extended mostly for the rear cabin. You can see there's a lot of legroom, and the seats are, of course, are very, very nice looking. You can pretty much incline them as much as you want. You have a lot of space. You have curtains. You have starlight effect here as well. Your own lights, and then you have what here hidden mirrors. I'm sure the ladies will love that. So it is a very, very nice place to be. Now there are of course some more features here, like the seat adjustment buttons are just here, no need to reach down. And this is of course for your footrest. You can incline it or lower it as much as you want. Now for the rear passengers, you have of course this foldable tray, and on the inside you have this screen as well. So of course that will provide you with multimedia controls for the climate controls and everything. You can control from there. And of course for those screens you get your own BMW iDrive controller. So it is a very nice place to be. In fact, you know what, I'll just get in just to see what it's like. So it is a very unique experience being inside a Rolls Royce Phantom, especially in the rear seats, because in a normal car you never seated this far back inside the cabin. The seat has been moved back for privacy for the rear passengers. You get buttons here for the volume, for the door. You can again close the door with this button. So you don't need to reach out and close it. Then you have storage space here. I'm sure this is a cooler for your bottle and your glasses. And in the middle of the seats you have, of course, more stair space. You can hide important things here. In fact, it's all up to you how you want it. So this car also comes with champagne glasses with the Rolls Royce logo on them. It is all up to you. People sometimes they have a small safe or something like whatever they want. They can put it here. So it's all up to you. Now you can get this car with the 5-seat option as well. Again, fully customizable car. So every Rolls Royce is made as per the customer's requirements. So that's what makes it different from a regular car. It's just not made on an assembly line as similar to as a regular car. Every car is individually designed and detailed as per the owner's requirements. And then you get, of course, more climate control, seat options, and massage options, and even an ashtray here. Again, every piece of metal is, I believe, nickel, and it is hand polished. So of course, when you have the finished product, you really notice it. And of course you have this umbrella here, so in case it's raining, your chauffeur could just press this button, pull out the umbrella, and guide you into the hotel or wherever you're going, so that you don't get wet. And then of course, to close the door, just press the button. And I'm always scared about pressing it too hard. So that's how the door closes. Now this car is actually very big, but you might not be able to tell it from this angle. It's inside a very showroom with cars just next to it, but still it looks absolutely incredible. It's so simple and elegant, and it's magnificent to see. I've had a chance to see multiple Rolls Royces over the years, classics and modern ones, including the $28 million Rolls Royce Boattail. So if you want to check out more Rolls Royce videos, just head on down to the video description for names and links. And let me know, what do you think about this Phantom model? I think the Phantom is much better looking than the Cullinan. And one of my favorite models is, of course, the new Spectre, because not only is it having a little more modern design, it's actually very large, much larger than the Wraith. And it's also that got more square lines. It just gives it a nicer, more modern look. And of course, this is the iconic Spirit of Ecstasy, and of course it is a hood ornament that can retract inside the body. In the front you can see multiple grills. That's of course to keep the engine cool. And this has a massive 6.75 liter twin turbo V12 engine. The Rolls-Royce Phantom Extended